right, here's the top 5 welterweight contender, Belal. Remember the name Muhammad. And I pause at calling him an overachiever, but there were a lot of people who didn't necessarily think that this man was going to vault into the top 5 and be the factor that he has become in one of the UFC's deepest divisions.
Well, when you're this committed, when you are so committed to your craft, and you have an iron will that you will be something special, you can accomplish anything. That's Belal Muhammad. When you talk to him, you get a sense that this guy believes that he's the best in the world. He doesn't believe it, though. He applies the work ethic to it to make himself and give himself a chance. It has allowed for him to be exactly where he is today.
And now he believes he might just be one win away from his first shot at the UFC title. We'll see how it goes for Muhammad tonight. Born in Uzbekistan, where they fight at weddings, here is Kazakhstan's Shavkat Rakhmonov, one of the best welterweight prospects in the world. He has finished every single one of his professional wins. He has never tasted defeat. And even though he is not in any great rush for a championship opportunity, the fan base is. They want this man fighting for the title with immediacy. He's sort of contented to bide his time. This is the big spot here tonight. If he can win this fight and handle this particular stylistic challenge, for my money, there's nothing left. All eyes on Kazakhstan Shavkat Rakhmonov here tonight.
Let's get that money.
Well, there has already been a lot of UFC history here at Toyota Center in Houston, Texas. More where that came from tonight. And we are ready to go with 2 of the best athletes in the sport. Our tale of the tape for this welterweight championship fight. Now to get us started, the veteran voice of the Octagon, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC welterweight championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Belal. Remember the name, Muhammad. And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting the reigning, defending UFC welterweight champion of the world, Shavkat Rakhmonov.
Herb Dean, our referee for this one.
Ready. Good.
All right, here he is, the former M1 Global Welterweight Champion, now UFC Welterweight Contender, Shavkat Rakhmonov. Usually gets off to a pretty good start, so we'll see how it goes for him in this round. His submission game has posed a lot of problems for the rest of this division, and believes in this matchup, there could be some openings on the canvas here tonight. Oh, nice jab up top by Belal Muhammad. Well, you know what they say, if it ain't broken, no need to fix it. The jab gets home again. Takedown defense is there.
Oh, big elbow.
Straight right, he misses. Perfect execution on that team.
Pretty good head kick there.
Oh, and he lands another combination here, really starting.
He's going to guillotine. That guillotine looks very painful, and he's very close to the finish, but he cannot rush. He cannot allow him to recover to get to his back.
Oh, he escapes!
He got out. I mean, wow, that is great submission defense.
Under 3 minutes now to go in the round. Oh, and he moves into half guard. The guard pass is starting to pile up.
Right away, he takes the far side underhook, look for damage from the top to come now.
And inside the closed guard now.
I mean, he went right into his full guard. What does he do to try to advance himself to give him more of an advantage on the mat?
Not there yet, but might get the submission here shortly. All right, side control now, DC. You know he's in his element on the ground. A lot of tricks up his sleeve.
A lot of tricks.
All right, he's in a half-guard position here, DC, and in a good spot to dole out a lot of damage, I would think.
A lot of damage can be done from the half guard. You sit back on that leg, you press down into your opponent, you drop elbows, you drop punches. What is very key is you controlling the underhook on the far side. If you give up that underhook, your opponent can use the half guard to build up to an elbow, sweep, or just chase down a single leg.
Muhammad's in half guard now. Under a minute to go in round one.
He's putting him in exactly the positions he needs to be in right now. He's able to relax here. And he understands, being a veteran of so many fights, that as long as he's on top, he's winning. He feels like he's winning here.
Oh, how about that? Strong reversal on the ground. Waning seconds here of this opening round. All right, well, he's got him softened up here. Second round, straight ahead.
All right, take a seat, bud. Awesome. I love what you're doing out there. That striking is on point, okay? We knew this is where we're going to be, so let's get out there, let's stay sharp.
All right, so we now look back at some of the action from that previous round, DC. A lot of good highlights on both sides.
I mean, a lot of good highlights from both competitors. They both should be very proud of what they accomplished. But I'm telling you, man, I'm not sure they can keep this up. If they land at this clip for another 5 minutes, somebody's going to sleep.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Here we are, early round two. Oh, and he tags him with the straight, beautifully placed there by Muhammad.
Oh, man.
Another huge kick is true.
Keep your hands up, use your power.
And now they are throwing both sides with conviction. Oh, tags him with the straight. Nice job there by Rakhmonov.
Nasty high kick. How is he still standing?
That is a huge shot right there, DC. You don't want to eat too many more of those.
No, and he needs to start looking to finish now because he's got his opponent hurt very bad. Big right hand.
And now a left.
Nice jab.
Ooh, big knee.
Good right here.
Oh, Shavkat Rakhmonov gets caught by the straight punch. All right, so there's the takedown game on display, all set up, though, by the hands this time.
It has to be set up. You cannot just take blind takedown attempts. You can't just shoot. You got to set your opponent up. He did that beautifully. Using a lot of good movement.
Let's see those elbows.
All right, he's very comfortable fighting off his back, DC. Now looks like he's trying to hip escape.
Yeah, he's trying to hip escape or maybe look for a Kimura here. Great job finding his shots from the top position.
Working from the top here. Nice ground and pound by Belal Muhammad. Well, he grounded him, and now he's trying to pound him out. Great ground strikes here. Now inside the closed guard.
And he's going to try to find ways to pass and move to a submission. All these actions, though, these big actions got to wear on the gas tank of both guys.
Muhammad ground and pound from half guard now. Under a minute now to go in this one. Good work from the top here by Muhammad. Oh, and there's another ground strike for good measure. The ground strikes continue to pile up.
Oh, nice right hand.
15 seconds.
Oh. Oh, nice takedown defense.
Oh, and now the underhook, DC.
He's got the under, he's got the far side post. If you're the opponent, you have got to get out of here.
Everything you're doing is working. Your rhythm is great. Keep it up. Your hands are landing all the time. I want you to keep that head moving.
All right, let's take a look back at some of the replays, DC, and if you like the kicking game, that was the round for you.
Yeah, man, he used his kicks beautifully. He managed distance, managed space, and eventually those kicks started to really take an effect on his opponent and slow him down. He has to stay the course next round.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Here we go, third round of this championship fight. All right, folks, here we go with our next round, and in terms of his output and his efficiency with his significant strikes in the previous round, you can argue that was the best 5-minute stretch of his UFC career.
Oh, absolutely the best 5 minutes he has ever had. He was in a zone. Everything he threw was just landing and landing with vicious intent. He's got to feel confident as he gets off the stool at the beginning of this round. Yes, smart adjustment, yep.
Side control now. Well, the ground and pound is there once again. Strong work here by Muhammad.
Win the scramble! Win the scramble!
And there it is, another strike on the ground, gets through. All right, so now blood is a factor. You see that he has been opened up in that eye area.
Yeah, he's got hit in the eye, and now there's a cut. But it's nothing to worry about too much now. But he's got to be very careful with it as we go forward.
Well, this is a tough fighter to buck off. Very good pressure and work here by Belal Muhammad. All right, side control now. Under 3 minutes to go in our third round. Ooh, that Kimura looks tight.
Great job maintaining position there. You never want to lose position to chase a submission.
Muhammad ground and pound from half guard now. Let's see if he can do some damage. Striking pretty well from the bottom here. Well, that eye area is getting bloodier with every passing strike.
It's like a target, and he keeps going to it, and you see it's starting to get worse as the fight is going on.
Lands with the ground and pound.
Can't get him out here.
These ground strikes really started to add up. There's another one. All right, so there it is again. He's been very efficient with his ground and pound striking game tonight.
And now they're starting to pile. He's starting to pile them together. Punch after punch is starting to land from the top position.
All right, 45 seconds now to go in the round. Muhammad's in half guard. Lands the ground and pound strike. Oh, and another punch on the ground gets through. May need some defense here.
Nice.
A lot of top pressure being applied here as he works out of side control. Muhammad ground and pound from half guard. He is making these shots count. That's 3 rounds. We're now headed to the championship rounds. All right, there's the horn indicating the end of the round. So potentially a big factor here, ladies and gentlemen. The cut on the cheek sustained in that round. Certainly better to be below than above the eye, but the cut man's got to get in there and close that thing up. All right, back to the stools we go, and it's starting to look like a second mouth on his cheek.
Yeah, it looks terrible. I mean, the guy is getting hit with big shots. One big enough to open up a nasty cut on his cheek. While it's in a better spot, it still is very difficult to deal with.
Like if he absorbs another strike on that cheek, he might actually be able to eat through that cut on his cheek.
Fight.
I'm just saying.
Ready.
He's got a big mouth.
We have arrived at the 4th round fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. All right, here we go. The tension is palpable. He's had a huge strike right there. I'm not sure how many more of these his opponent can take.
Massive shot that he landed. Great job. It's a good right hand right there.
Well, wobbled now. Oh, stuffs the takedown without issue.
Oh, he did a great job of rotating him into an underhook.
All right, both fighters now continuing to try to get a more dominant position. Oh, he landed another great shot to the body. They're really starting to connect at a high percentage now in the latter stages of this fight. Immediately gets the underhook. Busy in the clinch, lands that punch. And he comes through with a big knee.
Oh, big elbow.
Now he gets a more dominant position with the underhook.
He is going to start to drive knees over and over. You got to be careful here. You got to move. You got to.
Drops down inside the now closed guard of his opponent.
Let's see how patient he is as he attacks a submission or big ground and pound. He passes to half.
Oh, we'll see if he postures up and can get some of his ground strikes going here.
Massive shot from the top. Another one. I mean, he cannot miss from the top position.
Muhammad's back in half guard, very comfortable here. Oh, shades of the godfather of the ground and pound, Mark Coleman, as he lands again.
Coley somewhere smiling, watching this guy land from the top position.
Fighter trying to pass here, ooh, but gets denied.
Gets denied. Great job, great recognition of seeing what your opponent was trying to do.
All right, he's trying to control posture here. Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position up the bottom. Nice shots landing from the top position.
Oh, nice job to split his guard and get the ground strike home again.
Oh, right into mount.
And busy as he looks to improve position here.
In the half guard.
Well, the ground and pound has been on point tonight. Good work here by Belal Muhammad. Man, another one lands. He's trying to pound his opponent's head through the canvas. Final seconds of round 4. Oh, gotta protect your neck. Guillotine choke is locked in.
But he escaped that submission.
20 minutes in the can, 5 to go.
All right, take a seat, bud. Listen, we're down on the scorecards. I need you to fight smart. If you start losing the stand-up battle, I want you to look for the takedown, okay?
All right, let's now look back at some of the action from that round. He went headhunting, landed, nearly got the finish, too.
A lot of coaches tell you don't headhunt. In this case, he's been headhunting, and he landed a big enough shot to truly put his opponent on notice.
Well, in that previous round, didn't look. Oh, massive knee up top.
Oh.
Misses again with a right punch. So he's really starting to put together some significant body shots here. These are going to take their toll as this fight goes on. Well, the most significant stat in this fight, and you can see it right there in plain sight, bottom of your screen, the body strikes. His opponent has had absolutely no answer. He hasn't lowered his guard with the elbow whatsoever, and I'm not sure how many strikes to the body he can take before he ends up crippling here. We'll see. Well, as usual, suffocating work from the top here by Muhammad. Oh, looked like that strike from the bottom fighter got the crowd's attention. All right, half guard position for him here, and I can hear Dominic Cruz in the back of my head just screaming about underhooks somewhere.
Yeah, he loved, but he's right? He's so right in terms of if you're on your back in the half guard, one thing you can't be is flat on your back. You need to be up on an elbow, right? You need to be half on the side, and you need to control the far side underhook. It is a battle for underhook when you're fighting in the half guard position on the mat.
Muhammad's in half guard.
Full side control now.
Muhammad's able to transition back to side control now. All right, so now we start to see some bruising appearing on the torso, and all of that courtesy of the body work of his opponent.
Just the wherewithal to go to the body and the discipline to stay with that approach. I mean, it's just tremendous. You see a fighter with a high fight IQ following a game plan, and it's working.
Well, he's in a compromising spot here, DC. You got to figure out a way to get back to your feet.
Let's go. Get him off. Get him off.
Oh, good shot landed there from the bottom. Under 1 minute to go, fifth and final round. Man, he ate another shot right on that cut. You think his vision has been compromised at all?
It has to, right? Because you got to be able to see to fight. And right now, he's been targeted in that area, and you can see it worsening. Yes, smart adjustment, yep.
20 seconds to go in the fight. Oh, he's got the ground and pound going now.
What a fight.
All right, so the title fight goes the distance. I don't want to steal Bruce Buffer's thunder because he doesn't like that, but new UFC champion of the world you're looking at.
Yeah, he's the new champ. No matter how you want to look at it, he did enough to take the belt off the champion. He used his striking, his footwork, his beautiful movement in order to confuse the champion over the course of 5 rounds. He did enough. It's time to strap the belt around his waist.
All right, the official decision is now in. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. All 3 judges score this contest 48-47. Declaring the winner by unanimous decision, and